everyone. Welcome to Kotler and Armstrong's Chapter 3, Analyzing the Market Environment. And today we're going to be talking about a pestle or gap analysis as well as a SWOT analysis. And this is what we do periodically when we evaluate marketing strategy. So last time we looked at the product life cycle, and each stage of the different life cycle, you create a new strategy, but every time you do so, you have to look at the macroeconomic factors at play and how it affects your business. Learning objectives. Describe the environmental forces that affect the company's ability to serve its customers. Explain how changes in the demographic and economic environment affect marketing decisions. Identify the major trends in the firm's natural and technological environments. Explain the key changes in the political and cultural environments and discuss how companies react to the marketing environment. Now, what is the marketing environment? The environment refers to the factors and forces outside marketing that affects marketing management's ability to build and maintain successful relationships with target customers. So, marketers must be environmental trend trackers and opportunity seekers. By carefully studying the environment, marketers can adapt their strategies to meet new marketplace challenges and opportunities. So the company's marketing environment, the macro environment, consists of the actors close or stakeholders close to the company that affect its ability to serve its customers, the company, suppliers, marketing intermediaries, customer markets, competitors, publics, etc. The macro environment refers to the larger societal forces that at play, including the demographic, economic, natural, technological, political, and cultural forces. Here we have, um, so we consider the inside arrow internal marketing forces, and then the arrows represent pressure from outside marketing forces. So marketing management's job is to build relationships with customers by creating customer value and satisfaction. However, marketing managers cannot do this alone, and here we have the company, suppliers, marketing intermediaries, competitors, publics, and the customers making up the company's stakeholders. And so these are who we call actors in the micro environment. The company. In designing marketing plans, marketing management takes other companies' groups into consideration. All of these interrelated company groups form the internal environment, the micro environment, with marketing taking the lead. All departments from manufacturing, finance to legal, human resources, they all share the responsibility of understanding the customer's needs and creating customer value. They also include the suppliers, provide the resources to produce goods and services, treat as partners to provide customer value. Suppliers form an important link in the company's overall customer value delivery network. Supplier problems can seriously affect marketing. Marketing intermediaries help the company to promote, sell, and distribute its products to final buyers, and they include resellers, physical distribution firms, marketing service agencies, and financial intermediaries. So here we have the players in the marketing intermediaries. Resellers are distribution channel firms that help the company find customers or make sales to them. Large and growing reseller organizations such as Walmart, Costco frequently have enough power to dictate terms or even shut smaller manufacturers out of large markets. So let's see, Belize. Well, I guess when we see the mom and pop shops close when the Chinese um their the cons the their stores start to expand, like similar thing, right? Competitors. Firms must gain strategic advantage by positioning their offerings strongly against competitors offering offerings in the minds of consumers. So you as students should take note that the competition is just a click away with online purchasing. And marketing concept states that to be successful, a company must provide greater customer value and satisfaction than its competitors do. Um, Publics, financial publics, this group influences a company's ability to obtain funds. Um, and media publics, this group carries news, features, editorial, opinion. Uh, Government publics, management must take government developments into account. Um, yeah, so there are different kinds of publics. So when you think of the public, they're they're subdivided into these groups. Um, customers Customer markets consist of individuals, business market buy goods and services for further processing or use in their production process. Learning objective two. Here we have um, the macro environment forces that shape opportunities and pose threats to the company. And even yeah, so later on we'll talk about SWOT analysis, right? So the SW, these are internal factors, and the OT, these are external factors, opportunities, threats. And so here we have the demographic environment, and it's of interest to marketers because it involves people. And here, when we look at market segmentation, we consider the demographic makeup of the target market. Marketers keep a close eye on demographic trends and developments in their markets and analyze changing age and family structures, etc. Age, race, ethnicity, geographic locations. And so here's an interesting one. Um, the demographic environment, when you categorize them by age, you can subdivide them into these groups. Boomers born and make generalizations about them as well. Born 1950-ish to mid 1960s, Generation X, millennials. And in different textbooks they have different ages, but more or less you see these are the generations. There's even one intermediary generation called between Gen X and millennials. Oh geez, what's that one called? And so born after you'll will it's been a long time since 2000, so you will see the next generation also beginning to form after this stage. Demographic environment. Oh, it's actually interesting. Um I'll revisit this slide and talk more about it because it's very useful. Generational marketing is important in segmenting people by lifestyle of or stage of life instead of age. So that's what we see here. You're grouping people by stage of life. Um, and people, when we link that to values, we have different values at different stages of life. For example, you can think of the boomer generation, and they all have a china closet full of trinkets. Like our generation, maybe doesn't value that anymore. Maybe we value more experiences, for example. Um, Geographic shifts in population. Well, of course, this is a American textbook, but we can think of geographic shifts in our population as well. For example, I live in Belmopan. Belmopan used to be Commuterville, and then now it's a booming metropolis, and it has drastically changed, and especially with its ethnic makeup and age, everything. Um, Markets are becoming more diverse. So especially we move in Belize of recent years, we've moved into the international environment with our online companies, right? So we can see that that includes more diversification. So race, ethnicity, and gender identity, ability, and you can think of more that goes on this list. Of course, let's see, economic environment. Value marketing involves offering financially cautious buyers greater value, the right combination of quality, service, and a fair price. And you know what? We'll end here because it's 10 minutes. And your forum question: what changes might there be in Belize income over the next year? And what are positioned as value cars we see with the price of gas going up? And so you can quote current economic declines or rises. The value cars will probably include some of the smaller cars by Kia, Ford, Honda, and Toyota. Economic factors can have a dramatic effect on consumer spending and buying behavior. For example, un, mm, until fairly recently, Belizean consumers spent freely, fueled by growth, income, a boom in this. Well, this boom in the stock market, of course, in the states, it trickles down to here, um, etc. So we see that in the 90s it was a totally different thing, right? Um, okay, so look out for that on your Moodle page with the forum question related to this lecture. Thank you for listening. Have a good evening.